Hello students, in today's class we will learn the next illustration relating to earned leave encashment. See the question. Miss Farzana, working in a company, took voluntary retirement on 1st November 2019 after completing 26 years of service. Her average salary during the 10 months preceding retirement was Rs 21,000 per month. Compute the amount of leave salary exempt from tax in the following cases. Case 1. If she was entitled to 45 days earned leave for each year of service, she took 10-month earned leave during the service and received Rs 2 lakh leave salary on the retirement from service. Case 2. If she is entitled to 2-month earned leave for each year of service, she did not take any earned leave during the service and received Rs 3,20,000 leave salary on retirement. Case 3. She was entitled to 2-month earned leave for each year of service. She took 30 months of earned leave during her service, received Rs 2,60,000 leave salary on retirement from service. So we have here they have given 3 cases. In these different 3 cases we have to find what is the amount of leave encashment exempt from tax and what is taxable leave encashment. So see here, Miss Farzana, working in a company, took voluntary retirement. So she is working in a company. They have not given which company, private or government company. So assuming non-government, she is a non-government employee. Miss Farzana, working in a company, took voluntary retirement. Voluntary retirement means here she is leaving her job voluntarily before reaching the age of superannuation. Before reaching the age of superannuation, she is leaving her job. So that is nothing but voluntary retirement. So she has taken her voluntary retirement here on 1st November 2019 after completing 26 years of service. So she took a voluntary retirement on 1st November 2019 after completing 26 years of service. Her average salary during the 10 months preceding the retirement was Rs 21,000 per month. So here they have directly given the average salary for 10 months. So no need to calculate, we can take directly 21,000 per month it is. So 21,000 into 10 we can take. Compute the amount of leave salary exempt from taxes in the following 3 cases. So we have to find the leave salary exempt here in 3 cases. Under that case 1, if she was entitled to 45 days earned leave for each year of service, means Farzana was given 45 days earned leave. The employer has given 45 days of earned leave for each year of service to Farzana. So as per income tax, we have to take only 30 days approved period of earned leave for each year of service. That is nothing but 1 month. For every year of service, 1 month is the approved period of leave. So here she has given 45 days, means we have to take only 1 month for 1 year. In that she was entitled to 45 days earned leave for each year of service. In that 45 days earned leave for each year of service, she took 10-month earned leave during the service. Means she has utilized her earned leave 10-month, total 10-month earned leave she has been utilized during the service. And the balance earned leave, totally she is getting how many earned leave? Means if you take 30 days for each year of service, means 1 month for each year of service. She completed 26 years, means total 26 month earned leave as per income tax she can claim. So here in the 26 month of earned leave, she has utilized 10-month earned leave during the service. She has utilized 10-month earned leave during the service, means remaining leave how much? 26 minus 10, 16 month is a remaining leave, that is unutilized leave. that unutilized leave can be converted into money at the time of retirement. It means she can encash it, leave encashment, earned leave encashment. So the remaining 16 months we have to take for the approved period of leave for the first case. Second case, if she is entitled to 2-month earned leave for each year of service, the employer has given to her 2-month earned leave for each year of service. Employer has given 2 months. As per income tax, we have to take 1 month for every year of service. Means total earned leave to her credit is 26 months. She completed 26 year, means 26 month earned leave is a approved earned leave to her. In that, how much earned leave she utilized? She did not take any earned leave during the service. Means she has not utilized any earned leave during her service. It means that entire earned leave, approved earned leave, she can encash at the time of retirement. So that is 26 months is the approved period of earned leave to her credit. Case 3, here she was entitled to 2-month earned leave for each year of service. So actually she was entitled 2-month earned leave for each year of service. As per income tax, we have to take 30 days earned leave for each year of service. It means 1 month for every year. It means totally she completed 26 year, means 26 month is a earned leave approved to her credit. In that, she took 30 months earned leave during her service. Totally leave approved is 26 months, but she utilized more, that is 30 month earned leave during the service, and received 2,60,000 leave salary on the retirement. So we have to calculate this taxable or leave salary exempt in these 3 cases. In these 3 cases, we have to find what is the leave salary exempt. So here they have not directly given the unutilized approved period of leave to her credit, but they have given indirectly the information. So we have to find what is the leave to the credit of this Farzana. What is the approved period of leave to her credit? We have to find. So we will calculate that first for the 3 cases. So now calculate the working note, that is for the calculation of approved period of leave to her credit at the time of retirement. So in this question they have not given the directly what is the approved period of leave to her credit, but they have given indirect information. With that information we have to find what is the approved period of leave to her credit at the time of retirement. So there are 3 cases. So take case 1, case 2 and case 3. There are 3 cases. Now in that first case, so what is the total approved leave? What is the total approved period of leave? Approved leave. So what is the total approved leave in the case 1, in the case 2 and case 3? See here, what is her completed year of service? 26 year is a completed year of service. So for every year 30 days is a approved period of leave. As per income tax, for every year 30 days is the approved period of leave given to employees, should be given to employees. So for 26 year of service, it means that 30 days is nothing but 1 month. So for every 1 year, 1 month is the approved period of leave should be given to employee. So total approved period of leave for 26 year of service is nothing but 26 months. So total 26 month is the approved period of leave. Total approved leave how much? 26 month. So for all the 3 cases 26 month means she completed 26 year of service. So in that first case 1, she was entitled 45 days earned leave for each year of service. So this is the employer. Employer can given any number of earned leave to employee. But as per income tax, we have to take only 30 days or a 1 month earned leave for each year of service. So in that total earned leave given to her, she took 10-month earned leave during the service, means she utilized 10 months. So that 10 month we have to deduct from the total leave. So leave taken or leave utilized. Earned leave utilized. So how much? In the first case she utilized 10-month earned leave. She took 10-month earned leave and received 2 lakh at the time of retirement. So balance how much? 26 minus 10, that is 16 month is unutilized. So unutilized earned leave is 16 month. And the second case, in the case 2, she has entitled 2-month earned leave for each year of service. In that she did not taken any earned leave during the service, means total approved period of leave is 26 months. In that she has not taken any leave, she has not utilized any leave, means total 26 months is unutilized earned leave, which can be converted into cash or which can be encashed at the time of retirement. So in the case 3, in the total 26-month approved period of leave, she took 30-month earned leave during her service. So she taken more, 30 month. She taken 30 month, means here there is no earned leave available to her at the time of retirement. So total 16 month is the approved period of earned leave unutilized. And the case 2, 26 month, case 3, there is no approved period of earned leave. So now we will calculate the taxable leave salary for the assessment year 2020-21. Write heading computation of heading computation of taxable earned leave of Miss Farzana for assessment year 2020-21. So there are 3 cases. So draw column for 3 cases. Particulars for 1 case, particulars and 2 amount column, and for case 2, 2 amount column, and case 3 again 2 amount column. So draw totally 7 column. So first column is particulars, and case 3, there are 3 cases, case 1, case 2, case 3. So under case 1 we should draw 2 amount column, amount rupees, case 2 amount rupees, case amount rupees, amount in the form of rupees. So as per format, firstly we have to take the leave salary, actual leave salary, actual leave encashment received. So what is the actual leave encashment received for case 1? Received 2 lakh leave salary on the team. So 2 lakh, received 2 lakh, and under that we have exemption less, exempt under section 10 subsection 10 double A. In that we have to take list of the following. So under that first one is actual leave encashment received. So here exempt under section 10 subsection 10 double A, there are 4 criteria. Under that first one actual leave encashment received, second one 10-month average salary, third one salary for approved period of leave to her credit, leave to her credit, and fourth one statutory limit. So in these 4 criteria, whichever is least is a exempt under section 10 subsection 10 double A. So actual leave encashment received is 2 lakh for the first case 1. Case 2, she received 3,20,000 leave salary on retirement. So amount is 3 lakh. For case 2 amount is 3,20,000. For case 3 amount is, for case 3 leave salary received is 2,60,000 as a leave salary received, 2,60,000. So this is actual leave salary received. So that will be same for first criteria, 2 lakh. Here it is 2,60,000 and 3,20,000. Next, 10-month average salary we have to take here. So what is the average salary given in the question? That is directly given, her average salary during the 10-month preceding retirement is 21,000 per month. So directly we can take 21,000 into 10. 21,000 average salary, so into 10. So that is 2,10,000. 2,10,000 is the average salary for 10 month. 2,10,000 and last column for case 3, 2,10,000. Next, salary for approved period of leave to her credit, it will be varies. So for case 1, how much? Case 1 is 16 months. So that is average salary into 16. Case 2, average salary into 26. So for case 3, there is no approved period of leave, so nil. Next, we have to take salary for approved period of leave to her credit. So for case 1, what is the approved period of leave? Unutilized leave to her credit is 16 months. So 16 month into average salary we have to take. So 16 into average salary, how much? Average salary given in the question, that is 21,000. 21,000 into 16 is equal to, here it is 3,36,000. This is the value we got, that is 21,000 into 16. Next, second case, what is the leave, unutilized earned leave to her credit? 26 months. So that is 21,000 into 26 equal to 5,46,000. And for the third case, there is no approved earned leave to her credit, unutilized. So it is nil. Nil means 21,000. It means nil means here it is no value, nil. Nil. Next, fourth one is statutory limit. Statutory limit 3 lakh is for all the cases. 3 lakh. 3 lakh, and here it is 3 lakh. So here whichever is least we have to take. So for the case 1, 2 lakh, 2,10,000, 3,36,000, 3 lakh. So least value is 2 lakh. So when you take least value, so balance how much here? It means the whatever leave salary received by Farzana will be exempt from income tax. It means there is no taxable earned leave. There is no taxable earned leave in the case 1. Next, in the case 2, whichever is least. So least value is 3,20,000, 2,10,000, 5,46,000 and 3 lakh. In that least value is 2,10,000. So here if you deduct 3,20,000 minus exemption is up to 2,10,000. So balance how much? 1,10,000 is taxable earned leave. She has to pay tax on this 1,10,000 earned leave encashment received. Next, under case 3, least value is 2,60,000, 2,10,000 nil and 3 lakh. Here least value is nil. Least value is nil. Nil means 0. 0 is the least value. So it means 2,60,000 minus nil means taxable value is 2,60,000. So in the third case, taxable earned leave salary is 2,60,000. In the second case it is 1,10,000, and in the first case there is no taxable earned leave salary. So it is taxable earned leave. salary or encashment. So taxable earned leave salary in the hands of Farzana for case 1 is there is no taxable leave salary. For case 2, 1,10,000 on 1,10,000 earned leave she has to pay income tax, and under case 3 she has to pay tax on the 2,60,000 earned leave. Understood?